the channel, folks. We're on to episode 8 of Pixel Purge. This one's going to be a wee bit different today, folks. So welcome back. As I said, my name is Brian, we're Skynet. Today we are going to be looking into and dissecting Call of Duty Warzone. Now, I know this might seem a wee bit kind of different to the other ones that we've done so far. But I think there's going to be a lot, it's going to affect the game quite a bit, I think. Because we're going to be running the game at the ultra highest settings possible that you can get it. We'll jump into a wee plunder, we'll see what it looks like, quick wee 5-minute play, and then we'll come out, we'll lower the graphics and turn everything off, and then jump back into it again and see the difference in it. We might not be able to get to the same area to do a side-by-side comparison, but we'll still take the screenshots so you can see obviously just the visual quality difference at the end as well. Just before we start with, folks, if you haven't done already, drop the channel a wee like and subscribe and leave some comments on the videos. It really does help the channel grow. Right, so here we go. Call of Duty. Definitely going to be a different one here. I think it's really going to affect it when you lower the graphics. I mean, how's your aim going to be? You're not going to be able to aim to the distance if it's no rendering. We don't know what it will render when it gets into the distance kind of thing as well. So it's definitely going to be an interesting one, I think. So if you love like your first person shooters and your Call of Duties and Black Ops 6 or even just any shooter games like Fortnite or what's it, Battlefield, Tarkov, things like that, you're going to love this one. Right, here we go. Call of Duty. Here we go, logging into online services. Hopefully it's a wee bit quicker. Loading player stats, waiting for loading message of the day. Right, there we go. Right, so I'll quickly just show you the graphics that we've got set it on just now. So I am playing on PC just now. Playing on a 4090 RTX, AMD Ryzen 9 7950 XDD, 64GB RAM, and we've got two 2TB Western Digital SN850X drives, SSDs. So it's a beastie of a computer, to be fair. I can run everything at ultra max 4K settings. So graphics in this one, display 4K quality, extreme. So the dynamic resolution. We've no turn on dynamic resolution because I'm no DLSS, DLA. You've got AMD FSR as well, so you've got a load of different frame generation techniques and things. So I just keep it at DLSS, to be fair. Right, so we'll dive into a wee kind of plunder and just see what it looks like to start with. At least plunder, you're respawning every time as well, so it makes it a wee bit easier in that sense. And see how it looks. So we'll take some screenshots as well, folks, just to the before. Let's take a wee kind of screenshot here just to the menu. We see, it should do it. Did it take a screenshot? I'm guessing it did take a screenshot. It looks as if it's taking it. Normally you get the wee notification up on the wee kind of Xbox notification thing, so see how it goes. Hide. Plunder Verdansk. So how's everybody enjoying Verdansk being back? Is this just the first time that you're playing Verdansk, or were you like veterans when you came into it kind of thing? Like, did you play the OG Warzone when it first came out kind of thing in Verdansk back in the lockdown days kind of thing? Let me know in the comments, folks.
We're headed to the war zone.
Right, here we go.
Stand by.
Right, so quality now. Right, so let's have a wee. I mean, look how far we can see here. I'll take a wee screenshot here and just run about, see the quality and the graphics. So it is.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
So.
All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been
Right,
authorized.
here we go. So you get is two benefits of this one already. You get to see what the graphics look like at max and at low settings, and also how bad at Call of Duty I am as well. It's a 2-for-1 this video. Wow. Thunder. So just now I'm running at 4K Ultra Max settings. I've got a 23 millisecond ping and about 190, 180 frames per second. Right, so let's just take 1 foot up high as well, like a wee screenshot up high, right? So look, see when you see round about, you can see there's a lot of detail in it, right? There is a lot of detail in it. Even when you look down as well, you can see all the detail in the ground below. TV station, stadium, you name it, it's there kind of thing. So that's.
Be advised, an enemy squad is tracking your location.
Wow. Right.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Sentry turret available.
Enemy counter UAV inbound.
There's gotta be something around about here.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV is online.
Right, so let's get some more
Enemy counter
money.
UAV inbound.
There we go. Quick death, that one there. It's just a warm up, this one, folks, right? So, right, anyway, let's take some more screenshots. Check the textures in the building and things like that as well. Time to respawn.
Back in the AO. Taking effective fire.
Oh, way. How is that even possible there, right? I'm going to land somewhere where I can just go and observe the graphics in it a wee bit better and not get shot in the face. I thought that wee area there might have been no bad, but clearly that was not the case.
Bravo 6.
Right, so let's go. Oh my god. Right. Alright, so we're alright, So, look at the quality in the brickwork. You can see all the moss
No longer tracking you.
and everything as well there. Seeing the ground textures as well. You see, it's really, really high quality. That's. I mean, they've done a really good job of it. That's the thing. Put that down. Right, there we go. So inside again, but you also see the shine, the texture difference here on the stairs, the metal stairs.
Cash drop is en route.
Look at the quality of the trees and the rock work as well, so let's go head over here for a wee bit. See if we can try and get it.
Unprotected buy station detected.
So,
If you reach it in time, you'll receive
there we
a
go.
discount. Reloading.
Well,
Reloading.
we'll get some more screenshots, right, then we'll do a comparison.
You've earned a discount.
Oh, November discount. Yeah.
This is Price. I'm back online.
Right, can we land here then? I think we might be able to land here. I think we could be alright. Right, so, anyway. See what I mean? Just look at the detail in the writing as well that you can see. Like, you can physically, obviously you can't make that out because that's like Russian or, but you get the gist of it that you can make out the boxes. The texture quality inside the building and even just the devices as well, so like the mine, how much different the quality is in the guns and everything that you're seeing. C4. Right, so let's go over this way and we'll have a wee quick look over this way and then take a couple more screenshots. So like there's a view here, like overlooking the stadium. Just see how like the view distance as well. Clouds up in the skies, the trees. It really is high quality, like the texture there and the rock work and the facing. So it's a good high quality kind of like shooter that they've put like the graphics into kind of thing. And this is why I think this one's going to be a fun one to choose, because it's just going to look so much different when it's in such a lower resolution. But like the tree there kind of thing. So when you look at the buggies as well. The off-road, the ATV.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
See, it's just, it's really, the textures are really crisp. You're playing it at a high level kind of thing, your graphics. As you kind of expect it to be like that as well. So, right, the rust and the bullet holes. I thought I was going to get shot there again, right? Right, we'll take a wee shot of that as well. Just to make sure. Right, it should hopefully be taking the screenshots for this. If it doesn't, we'll show you anyway, kind of thing, like the before and after. But just even just look at the view distance over the how far you can see when you're zooming in as well. There is a high level of kind of detail in the distance
Contractor.
and the quality around about the area.
Contracts that get paid.
So you're not going to be able to notice things like further away when you lower the quality. So, right, that is us. We have done we've done it at high settings, right? So what we'll do just now is we shall pause the video, we'll stop the recording, because when you're doing these kind of tests, if you change the resolution, it can bugger up the recording as well. So we'll stop the recording, we'll lower the graphics in it, and we'll do a wee restart of the game, and yeah, see what it looks like, folks. Catch you in 2. Welcome back, folks. So we have officially turned Call of Duty into potato mode here. We've got it set on the you can't even make out how bad it's set, to be fair, because it is that low. Let's see, graphics. So everything's set, the quality's set to very low, and I've turned off everything. I've had to put it to custom because some of the options, I don't even know, VRAM scale, variable refresh rate, view, field of view, affected. Field of view, it's not going to make much of a difference, that one. World motion blur, that's fine. Display, we've got it set to 640 by 480. Aye, so, and everything is turned off. Absolutely everything is turned off. It's set to 640 by 480. This is like Windows 95 resolution. And aye, so you can't even make out with the writing on it. It's that bad, right? So this is going to be absolute carnage. Let's take a wee screenshot here. I'm just going to check to make sure it actually does. It has been saving the screenshots just before I go any further here. To we see videos, captures, it has been right, so I'm fine, that's fine. Alright, so let's put the resolution back, right, 2 wee seconds here. Graphics, full screen exclusive, apply, there we go. Back we go, confirm. Right, so graphics, just make sure everything is still off. Custom frame rate, menu resolution, pause game, hide is off, quality, minimum, that's fine. Confirm. Right, so here we go, folks. Wonder back on Verdansk. Wow, man, aye, that's. I'm either a glutton for punishment or an absolute genius when I'm doing this one here. I did say though, it was going to be, this is going to be one where you're going to totally notice a difference in it, right? Because it will just change absolutely everything, right? It'll be like playing it off of like a PS3 kind of thing, or an Xbox 360, how you would play it off that. But even at that, I think the graphics would be a wee bit clearer in the menus and things about that. So it's probably pre-graphics to them as well. Be interesting to see. So my frames per second are now, I'm at 780 frames per second in the menu. It'll be interesting to see, because you can make out the kind of line there at the top left hand corner, the frames per second. So it'll be interesting to see how many frames per second we get when we get into the actual game where it runs at. So we're running at about 190 frames per second in 4K Ultra Max. settings. So it'll be interesting to see what we run at with potato mode settings, to be fair. And how much carnage is this going to be? What's it going to look like, folks? It's going to be a bit mental, this one. You can leave a comment and let me know what you think.
Check your gear and weapons. We'll be deploying shortly.
Right. Alright, here we go. Right, so there we go, take the screenshot there of the area. I knew I was going to die there anyway, I was too busy taking screenshots. So I'm running between 600 and 700, I think, frames per second.
Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
Aye. Right, here we go. I know, maybe not, I think that's about 380, 400 frames per second, round about that. Right. Don't think anybody's ever played Call of Duty Warzone at 640 by 480. Here we go, folks. Let's take a wee screenshot for here.
Alright, soldier. Mark a drop point for your squad and go get after it.
Right, so deploy parachute, right, so let's have a wee look over the distance, right, just round about the stadium there as well. As I said, the screenshots will only be exact side by side because we can't get put out in the map the exact same area each time, to be fair, but detail down below. Right, so let's go and land somewhere. Right, so straight away, just look at the grass. Oh shit. And we're dead, so there we go. That was a quick death. I can't even make out what weapon it is they're using around. I didn't even notice them up there. So difference. I'll probably land in another area, to be fair. That's what I kind of thought the first time around, just land somewhere where it's not going to be as hectic. Right, so let's just land over here a wee bit. Right, so let's see. Let's go down here. Right, so here we go. The quality, it's like you can't. The zoom and everything. You can't even make out your team players as well. Right, let's go like the texture there on the building. The boxes, my god man, look at how different the box is. It's very, very.
Enemy counter UAV inbound.
Quality of the texture and the. So you're just not getting the same kind of level of quality. And look at the ground as well. I can't even. Probably somebody's shooting at me from somewhere, but I don't know where. Because you just can't make it out. But look, there we go, like the brickwork. Now we've seen the difference, obviously the brickwork in the other kind of demo of the game kind of thing when we were playing it, and it showed you just how crisp and clear the textures were in it, and then look at it, they're so blurry and retro-esque kind of thing. Let's might as well get some more money here now. What else do we have up here? Probably be another box or two upstairs. Already got one of them.
Tax drop inbound.
I'll put that there.
Located. To secure.
Right, so even look at that there, see look. You're just, you can't make the things out, see look, you can't see the detail of the cars drop, the planes going overhead. The characters as well are just, it's just no there.
Supply box secured. 2 to go.
Big difference in the graphics, like major difference in the graphics from how you would normally play it. But here's the question for you though, folks. Would you still play it at this quality? Would you task yourself at having this kind of challenge of can you play it?
Down. 1 to go.
Can you play it at a really, really low quality and still win? Nothing. Is it doable? Right, what enough.
All supply box is secure. Contract complete. Enemy deployed an advanced UAV.
I might as well get a couple more boxes here.
Buy station marked. Head to the buy station before time runs out to get a discounted item.
There we go. But see, if we go over here as well, right, just look out over the distance, like the view distance here that you're getting. Such a difference in the quality. Even just look at the player names, the map. You can't see the supply run, how much it's costing or anything like that. How much money your team's got, you can't make it out because it's just no rendering it at that level. So any of the text on it as well is just away.
Buy station vulnerability exploited. Good work, team.
Aye.
Discount is applied.
Definitely big difference in how it's and just how it looks and everything. They're just with equal.
Enemy advanced UAV is active. Precision airstrike ready for tasking.
There we go. Yeah. So I mean, even like the quality inside the houses is completely different as well. It's still Call of Duty, right? It is still Call of Duty because you can make out that it's still Call of Duty. But would you
Valuable enemy
ask yourself with trying to win a Warzone when
enemy deployed an advanced UAV.
you can't really make out what's getting said and what's getting seen, if you know what I mean. Because you can't make out half the things in the... Can't make out half the things in the area.
Your squad mates start securing the intel.
Yeah.
Join them to increase the speed of the capture.
So there we go, right? So we shall leave it at that. And we'll stop the recording, put the graphics back to normal, and we'll do a wee side-by-side comparison of the screenshots. Now, as I said, the screenshots won't be exact because we can't land in the exact same space and do the exact same kind of turns and everything like that each time. So, but they will show you kind of the basic comparison of it. And we shall be back in 2, folks. Welcome back, folks. So we have got a side-by-side comparison here. As I said, some of the screenshots might not be exact, but let's have a wee look here. Right, so also this one here's at 50% on the left-hand side, which is 4K, Ultra Max settings, HDR on, everything set to Ultra or maximum kind of quality, or Epic quality, high, whatever it was. And obviously you can see, you can read out the writing, plunder, Verdansk, beat start, voice, things, ping, everything, you can make it all out clearly. Now, this one here's at 100% now because it's at 640 by 480, so we kind of need to increase it to like 300%. Just look at the difference in the menu, like night and day. This is just the menu here, folks, right? So let's skip in a wee bit. There we go. So almost the same again. I mean, look, so we're running there, that's like 166 frames per second. It was going between anything, I think the lowest was about 160 frames per second, the highest was 198 frames per second I was getting on that. This one here, frames per second, looks about, I don't know if that's a 5 or a 4 or something 238 maybe, probably higher, probably a lot higher. But look at the quality of the players. You can't make out the player names. Can't see anything. You're never going to make out how much money they've got. You can't make out the, where it says their deployment will begin in. Deployment will, you can't make it out. You can barely make out the buttons there to cut your parachute or to hold to free roam. And like the catch, like the deaths there as well, like the chat. You can't see it. The map as well. Look at the quality of the map. And your statistics at the top. So much difference in the game. Like, this is why I wanted to do this one here, because you never see it getting played at this level kind of thing. So that's what's going to make it kind of quite a unique one to do. Like top down again. I think there was one top down. Aye, so that was obviously me just getting dead. So like the plane there. Scenery. Look. Like night and day, the scenery. I mean, look at all the quality in the mountains. Like the hospital you can see around about there, military base. You're just no getting. Like, you can't make out. Like there you can make out like the planes on the tarmac, or the details in the, like, really, really high quality. And again, obviously, your players, your money, your kill death ratio up the top there, that you're seeing clearly, that you just don't see clearly there. Top down view. To see where's a top down. We do a top down one. I mean, look at this, like the greenery kind of thing round about, like obviously the grass, the trees, the quality. It's a different, slightly different area, but you can see the trees there. Obviously the difference in it, and how much detail is just in the area surrounding it there. But that's a more built up area, and the one in the lower quality. But you can just still make out the difference in like the building quality. But how blurry and blocky it looks as well kind of gives that kind of retro feel to it. So like the grass when we're down, like the wall, let's have a wee look at the wall. Sure, we did take one of the wall. There we go, see. So, 83, 90, so 90. And then just look at it there. So look at the difference in the quality, the gun holding as well. Now you can see obviously the texture quality, the glare off the scope, the hand quality and your jacket and everything. And just the general work. The textures on it are just completely different as well. Ground quality. So ground quality. I think there was one of the ground back here. There we go. So, I mean, look. That's obviously like the kind of like the mucky, kind of gravelly kind of ground that's there that you're just not getting in that sense because it doesn't render it. That's the thing. You see, it does. You're not rendering that quality. It's definitely a unique feel to it. There's the ATV there. So let's see. There was a wee. Hey, look. There we go. I mean, look at that compared to the quality. Also, different vehicle. Again, kind of has a different vehicle, but you can see like the quality in the tires, the writing that you can make out there, which you can't just make out there. I mean, you can zoom in, you can see off-road 4x4 there, which you can't really make out anything in that one there. So you're just not seeing the same similar quality as what you. What else we got in this one? See 3 in the area, right? So let's see. Right, so look, there we go. The trees. 60. It's night and day, really, isn't it? So here's my question for you folks to leave you on. Would you play Call of Duty Warzone and like try and get some wins playing it on the lowest graphics setting possible with no bells and whistles on it? Would you still play the game and go into it with a squad knowing that your view is fully affected, like your players that are down are affected, your players like aim close by, like your name tags and things are only going to be visible and things as well, and it's fully going to affect what you can see and the quality of what you can see as well? Would you still play it and try and go for a win? Who knows? You can let me know in the comments below, folks, what you think about this one and how would your tactic be to playing it and getting a win. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, folks. As I said before, drop a wee channel, a wee like and subscribe. It really does help, and I shall catch you all in the next one. This has been Pixel Purge, Call of Duty Warzone. Hopefully you have enjoyed it, folks. Catch you again.